I will call the meeting to order.
You only have 2 people.
Peter, you and I are at, I don't know where the rest of the board is.
Okay.
All right, but here's the thing.
So we have no quorum.
I'm sorry?
Oh, somebody.
We only need one more for a quorum.
That's too many. One is here. There you go. We need one more for the quorum.
We now have a quorum.
There we go.
Not that we have anything important to vote on, but. Well, I will repeat this one more time, just so everybody understands. Under Robert's Rules of Order, which is how we run all the meetings in the town of Darien are run according to Robert's Rules of Order. Under Robert's Rules of Order, it is appropriate and allowed to vote on an issue in the absence of a quorum if there is an expectation that the vote would go the same way if a quorum was present. So if I wanted to vote to clear the minutes and said, normally I don't vote on minutes. What I do is I say, there's a form within Robert's Rules of Order that say, without objection, the minutes are approved as submitted. And if nobody objects, I don't need to take a vote. They're approved. And that gets them off the table so I don't have to hold them over to the next meeting. So I just want you all to understand, there's these little idiosyncrasies within Robert's Rules of Order that a lot of people don't understand. I've read the book. And trust me, I would not sit here and do something if I didn't think it was perfectly legitimate. I don't believe we have anything important to vote on tonight, so the fact that we have a quorum is, I'm glad. Call the meeting to order. This is the regular meeting of the Darien Housing Authority. Present, we have 3 members of the authority, plus our 2 managers, Myrna and Marisol. Have you all met Marisol? Yeah. Marisol's our new manager here at the Heights, or here at the Royal. And Sheila's joining us via Zoom. So we are ready to go. The first thing on the agenda is a vote. The minutes of September the 24th, we do not need a vote without objection. The minutes have been amended to reflect that Todd McClutchy is not the owner of this complex. He is a member of one of the LLCs. The complex is actually owned by 3 separate LLCs. LLC, Limited Liability Corporations. And so we've changed the minutes to reflect that he is not the owner. He's a member of the LLC. Without objection, the minutes will be accepted as altered. Hearing no objections, so ordered. Property managers report. Ladies, what do you got for us?
So you went a little ahead of myself, a little ahead of us, but just want to formally introduce our newest property manager for the Royal. Marisol has joined us this team this month. So just want you guys to briefly meet her. We will have a meet and greet for her as well. So just if you want to just introduce yourself.
You. I look forward to working with everyone. I met a couple of you, but thank you so much for having me.
All right, and for after that, what we have for the Royal is we have a new property manager, and also all residents activities will resume back in January with her being on board now. We will skip December for activities, and we will go back in January to our twice a month activities. Also, our annual Christmas party is scheduled for December 12th. It will be a lunch. We will be sending a notice for all you guys to come and join and celebrate our annual Christmas party, which a lot of you guys come and it's pretty fun. Hopefully Santa Claus can be present for that day.
I'm just looking at my calendar. My calendar happens to be empty for that particular day.
Perfect.
What time are we starting?
It will be at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. So we will send a notice out pretty soon about our annual Christmas party. Also, previously in our last meeting, we had a couple of tenants issued that were resolved internal with each tenant. So all those issues that we had from last meeting, we have addressed it individually which tenant. If any of you guys have any specific concerns or issues that you need us to address, come to us directly. We'll be able to help. Either myself or Marisol will be able to assist you. I'm still going to be here while I'm helping her train and catch up into everything that's going on in the Royal. Regarding the floors, we currently are waiting for the floor to be delivered. Once the floors arrives, we will send you guys a notice contacting each resident indicating what the process will be and which accommodations you guys will receive and based on the needs of the floors. So right now we're just waiting for the order to arrive to the warehouse and we will begin getting more information so we can send out those notices. That's for the Royal. On the Heights, we are continuing doing the patios. As we identify more of the patios that need to be addressed, we will make sure that we send notice to those tenants as well that the patios are being repaired. Optimum completed the upgrade of the property from fiber to fiber internet has been added to the Heights. So we will have Optimum and fiber Optimum for a lot of residents that they've been requesting that over at the Heights. And our annual Christmas party for the Heights is going to be December 19th at 6 p.m. And Mr. Close will know if he's going to be part of that too.
December 19th at 6 p.m.? Yes, I can do that.
Perfect. Get the good days. And that's all. That's for property managers' reports for both properties.
Thank you very much. Any questions?
Did you get your robe cleaned?
Pardon?
Did you get your robe cleaned?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm all ready to go. I am all ready to go. I'm struggling, just so everybody knows. Because of the problems that I have had, the medical problems I've had, the doctor has limited the number of events I can do to 25. Last year I did 47 in the month of December. So that's a big change. And currently, now I've added the 2 for the Royal and the Heights. I now have 29 on the books. We cheated just a little. But it's so hard. I've been doing it for so long to say no, because I'm the guy that has all the fun. I mean, I get to do this and really have a good time. And now I have to tell people, no, I can't do it. What I have done is I have Bobby Bush, the fire marshal, is my backup because he has a suit. And then I got a couple other guys I belong to the club. We have a club, the Connecticut Society of Santa Claus. And we give out the number for the secretary for the club. So if I can't do it, they can call the club and get somebody to fill in for what I can't do.
That's awesome.
And you can't imagine what it's like when we get together for lunch and there's 25 guys that all look like me at some restaurant having lunch. It's hysterical.
That's pretty interesting.
And I tell a lot of people, my life has a lot of things, but it's never boring. Okay, anything else?
That's all. That's all we have.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Do we have anything under old business? I know the agenda always says new business, then old business. It ought to be the other way. We should do old business first and then new business.
I changed it.
Do we have anything under old business?
Nope.
Anything hanging fire that I'm not aware of, that I don't remember?
Just what the patios were part of the old business, the activities were part of the old business, the fiber, everything.
That's all we've discussed. It all.
Okay.
New business. What do we got for new business?
Nothing.
We've welcomed our new property manager. We've talked about this Christmas parties. Any of you folks here from the Royal got anything going on that I'm not aware of? Okay, moving right along. Just so everybody knows, here at the Royal, there is a master key, and it's under a padlock. There's a little box on the wall with a combination on it. I have that combination. If something happens here in the building at night or on the weekend, I'm your go-to guy. Yesterday we had a welfare check, and the police got here first. And the first thing they did was get on the radio and ask for the fire department to come for a forcible entry. And I was racing down the hallway saying, no, I have the key. We don't need to break down any doors.
Was that from the glass doors, the French, what do you call them?
No,
The patio doors, no, but I can get from the hallway into any apartment in the building.
You can, but somebody was breaking in?
No, there was a miscommunication between a tenant and their son. And they thought the tenant, they tried calling the tenant, got no answer. They thought there was something wrong with the tenant, so they called the police to do a welfare check. When the police got there, the apartment was locked. And when they went to get into the apartment, obviously they couldn't. So their first reaction is to call the fire department.
Yeah.
Because either the fire department will have a master key or they will have the necessary equipment to break into the apartment. But I have the master keys and I have the radio, so I heard the call. And I'm running down the hall with the keys. Don't, because these doors are expensive. If they break down that door, it's $1,400–1,500 to replace a
Well, they
door.
weigh enough that.
Yeah, they're expensive. So
You can hardly open
at
it.
any rate,
But I just wanted to ask you, was that the time when one of my cleaning women pulled the cord?
they
Oh,
pulled.
boy.
Yes. No, that was not that. This was another incident.
Yes,
but then when that happened
it's
for you,
really good that you bring, it's really good that you bring that to our attention. Sorry for the name.
Yeah.
And because this tends to happen a lot. So for those that you guys are here and whoever is here, and every time you pull out the cord, they automatically, the emergency call will automatically call us and sends the signal to the fire department, to the ambulance. So they ask us to double check if we're in the property at that moment to make sure, like that day I called you like 3 times, I couldn't get to you, I wasn't here. So when they come and send the fire, they charge us $100 every time they come to the property. So moving forward, we will be billing back to tenants for those incidents, if it's a cleaning lady, a cat issue,
Do they cost you?
They cost when they come. When the fire department shows up, they charge us $100. Even if it was a non-emergency call and it was a false alarm, they still charge us $100 for showing up over here. Sometimes it's the cleaning people. Sometimes they have grandsons and children visiting you guys. Sometimes people pull it by accident, so be very mindful of
I've got it taped to the wall.
pulling the cord.
That's a good idea.
Don't tape it enough that you're not able to pull it though, because you need it for you. But yeah, every incident that happens and it's not an emergency incident, they charge us back
Tape it
to us.
wall.
So we will be charging back to
And
the
that's
The
not.
woman wanted to get behind the, what are called, the little night table. So she didn't know. I never thought to tell her. She didn't know. I
It
never
is what
had
it
so
is.
many people in my apartment.
I know.
Oh my God. I just sat there watching her.
And your poor daughter was trying to get ready to go out, and
Yeah.
she was in the shower, and all
She was
these strangers
in the shower.
are raiding the apartment. It was
My daughter came from Florida. She's for 10 days.
It was
So
weird.
she's taking a
But-
shower. And it's a good thing she had the door closed.
Just
Once the calls are pulled, they come automatically, whether we respond or not.
Just so everybody knows, the $100, that's a town ordinance. If a false alarm, anybody in town turns in a false alarm, even if it's accidental, but if it's a false alarm and the fire department is called,
I've taped on.
they,
Last week, my smoke alarm went off at home. We were doing some construction and the dust
That off.
kicked it off. And they arrived and I went out on the front lawn and said, no, I'm okay. And they said, thank you so much. And then I still got the bill in the mail, so. Yeah. They were very nice, but it's like you said, town ordinance, it happens.
Yeah.
It just
Oh,
happens.
so should I expect a bill?
She's from now on.
No, we
moving
have,
forward,
we haven't notified tenants because it wasn't happening as often. We had true medical emergencies, but lately it has been the cleaning lady, the grandchildren, the cat. So it started to get a little bit over him that we most likely will begin billing the $100 moving forward.
just so you know, the money, the fire department, the fire marshal's office collects the money, and the money is then used for things that the fire departments have requested that the budget does not cover. So if we ask for 6 new radios and we only get 5, that money will go to pay for the 6th radio. We need 10 sets of turnout gear and we only get 8. We can use that money to get the extra 2 sets of turnout gear.
Well, I sent, they were asking for a donation in the mail
Yeah,
for the fire department
yeah.
in Darien. I sent, because I use them so much. I mean, they know me.
You should have your own stretcher.
I my own with my name on it. But, yeah, I contributed to that. I think they do a wonderful job. They're so trained.
We're very fortunate in this town. We have 3 wonderful volunteer fire. We don't have a single paid fireman in the town of Darien.
Wow.
So when you look at the budget, And the example I always use is New Canaan, because New Canaan has a paid fire department.
Find
And their salary budget, forget about buying new equipment, forget about
Yeah.
paying the water company for hydrant maintenance, forget about all those things. The salary budget is about $4.5 million a year. And we eliminate that completely in the town of Darien. We have no salary, so there's no budget.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
All right.
That's my commercial for the night. What else? Anything else under new business that we haven't covered? You guys have anything I'm not aware of? Anything going on that I should know that I don't know? Okay. Any questions, comments? Anybody else got anything?
No.
In that case, we have nothing for executive session that I'm aware of, do we?
No.
Okay, then the chair will entertain a motion to adjourn. So moved. All in favor? Meeting adjourned. Peter, okay? Thank you. Oh, Peter, you got something? You got anything? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
What do you
go
got?
ahead.
You got something?
We forgot about Peter over there.
No, I don't. The financials look good. The only comment I'm going to make is we need to have someone in engineers go to the various banks we have CDs and get the interest income posted on the financials. So we're looking strong, but that's a small detail point.
Okay.
Just have someone go on to the Pacific Premier Bank and just, I know from personal experience with my CDs, you can go online to tell you the month-to-date or year-to-date interest. We should post that on our financials, which we've not done so far this year. And I think the number's pretty significant, so it needs to be added.
I'll see if we can go online to get that information. I know Pacific Premier doesn't send us monthly statements. I think they only send annual statements for the CDs, but we should be able to access it online.
You're right. I was going to say I don't get monthly statements, but I can access the going online to see what they have. But we should at least do it quarterly if we can. It doesn't have to be monthly, but it should be more periodic than never.
I'll ask Bill to do that, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all I got.
That'll do it. Hearing nothing further. Meeting adjourned.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you all.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Thank you all for attending. We appreciate it. Take care. Have a good evening.